Now, from Wish TV, this is The Zone Extra, presented by Franciscan Health Sports Medicine. Coming up tonight, the spring season heats up as we enter the month of May.
Wilkie scores, and we've got a tie ball game.
In the Coach's Corner, meet the woman leading the Avon softball program to a great season. Plus, our athlete of the week is this year's Marion County golf champion.
Had a rough start, but battled back, and weather started to get a little nicer, so coaches and teams supported me to help me get that win.
We're bringing the heat on an all-new Zone Extra right now.
Hey, good evening to you, and welcome to the Zone Extra, everybody. I'm Anthony Calhoun. What a great week of high school sports with all kinds of great baseball and softball action, plus a little basketball news as well. In our Coach's Corner tonight, our Orioles are in the middle of a great season on the diamond. Avon softball coach Harley Skinner is here in studio with us. Plus, our athlete of the week is the Marion County Golf Individual Champion. Meet Roncalli, sophomore Jackson Calhoun. And on our campus feature spotlights, a former Warren Central star who was just taken in last month's NFL draft by the Indianapolis Colts. We'll introduce you to Juju Brents. Now, let's take a look at this week in high school sports. Saturday, top-ranked Center Grove headed to Kentucky for a pair of games. In their second game, the number one ranked Trojans took on Kentucky's top-ranked team, St. Xavier. Bottom of the second here, Adam Capciano with the ground of the short. Trojans can't make the play at first, and a run scores. St. X leads 2-0. Top of the fifth we go, 2 on for Center Grove. Senior Evan Zapp with a shot deep to right field. That's gone. Trojans take a 3-2 lead. Yeah. St. X ties it in the bottom of the ninth inning, but Center Grove responds. Noah Coy down right field line. That's a double that scores 2. Center Grove, how about this? Sweeps the weekend with a 6-4 victory. Last Thursday, it was the Mudsock rivalry on the diamond as Hamilton Southeastern hosted Fishers. Top of the first, we got Gavin Clayton here, the clean single through the middle. And in center, Fishers with an early 2-0 lead. HSC down a run in the seventh. Here's Cam Sides, the RBI fielder's choice, scores Clayton Wilkie, and the game heads into extra innings. Top of the eighth we go. Quinn Seafelt in the air to left center. That's a sacrifice fly. That scores Jack Brown. Fishers wins it 4-3 is the final. Also at the Hoosiers Crossroads, it was number 3, Noblesville, on the road to face Westfield Saturday afternoon. Top of the fifth here, Noblesville down 2, but have the bases loaded. But Ty Anderson comes with a huge strikeout of Aiden Reynolds to end the inning. Seventh inning we go now. Millers with the bases loaded again. Nolan Decker draws the walk to force in a run. And it's a tie game. We head to extra innings. Top of the eighth, Trevor Corbett coming up here, singles out to left field. That brings home a run, and Noblesville wins it. 4-2 is your final. Okay, so here's a look at this week's top 5 in the Class 4A coaches poll. Center Grove, as we mentioned, number 1. You got Carroll 2, Noblesville 3, the Irish of Cathedral 4th. And there you have it right there. You got Lake Central right there rounding out the top 5 there in the latest rankings. Okay, to softball now, where it's hard to believe that the end of the regular season is rapidly approaching. In fact, the sectional draw, folks, was just held last weekend, and the state tournament begins in less than, 3 weeks on May the 22nd. Last week, defending 4A state champ and second-ranked Roncalli went on the road to face Martinsville. And top of the first, Emma Figan here, the shot down the right field line. That gets to the fence, and for Triplin, score a pair. Roncalli up 2-0. Third inning we go. Royals star. There's Gigan Rothrock here at the plate. That is deep, and that's gone. A 3-run homer there. Roncalli increases the lead. Then Rothrock here, dominant in the circle as well. Gets the strikeout. She had 11 on the night and throws a perfect game. Yeah, the Royals win it 13-0. Is your final. Let's take a look at the softball class for 4A coaches poll for this week. Columbus North, they're number 1. There's Roncalli, 2. Beverly North Lawrence, 3. Then we got Center Grove, 4. And then you got Penn round out that top 5 in the softball Class 4A coaches poll. All right, in boys volleyball action Monday night. How about this? Defending state champion Roncalli again hosting conference rival Bishop Chatard. Royals looking really good, folks, early on. You got Andrew Dial with the set and Andrew Gallagher the kill as Roncalli takes the opening set 25-18. Second set, more from the Royals. Matt Johnson here, the crossbody kill, and Roncalli goes on to take that set as well. Match point coming up here. Roncalli sends it over, and Chatard can't make the play. Royals taking it in straight sets. They get the job done. They win that match, and they get a nice win there for Roncalli. All right, to basketball, where Saturday featured what's become an annual tradition at the historic Hoosier Gym in Knightstown. Plenty of Central Indiana flavor, folks, and the boys rosters for this event. First quarter, you got Sheridan Sharp, state champion Ben Davis down the lane, basket and the foul. In the second quarter action, you got Luke Almodovar from Noblesville. Boy, can this kid play. He hits the nice J there from beyond the arc. In the fourth quarter we go. You got Gavin Welch of Newcastle showing what he can do. Throws it down there. They get it done. Wins by 13 there. Meanwhile, Central Indiana well representing the girls game as well on Saturday. Late first quarter on the break, get Kristen Carter of Ben Davis running the floor and right to the rim for 2. Nice basket. Second quarter, Olivia Smith from Fishers way behind the arc there. That's good. She's going to play at Ball State next year. How about that? Third quarter, Hamilton Southeastern's Riley Nakalowski here inside lays it home. Get it done there. 11-point win for those ladies. They get the win. And in coaching news, a familiar face, folks, is coming home. How about this story? Last week, Jeff Teague was approved by the Pike Township School Board as the high school's boys basketball coach. Teague, he graduated from Pike in 2007, averaging 22 points and 4 assists per game his senior season, leading the Red Devils to that 20-5 record. After 2 years at Wake Forest, Teague was drafted in the first round of the 2009 NBA draft by the Atlanta Hawks. And he played 12 years in the NBA, including the 2016-17 season for your Indiana Pacers. So, man, what a story that is right there, and we hope to have him on the show coming up here in a couple weeks here on the Zone Extra. Okay, time for a break, everybody. We have much more coming your way tonight on the Zone Extra. So glad you're hanging out with us. Up next, it's the Coach's Corner. Her Orioles are having a great season on the diamond. Avon softball coach Harley Skinner is here in studio tonight. Cannot wait to talk to her. And still ahead, he's the newest Marion County golf champion. We'll introduce you to our athlete of the week from Roncalli.
This is the Zone Extra, presented by Franciscan Health Sports Medicine. The Coach's Corner, presented by Bailey & Wood Mortgage Lender.
All right, back here on the Zone Extra. Time now for our Coach's Corner. Her team is playing some great softball this year and currently ranked 7th in the Class 4A coaches poll. Please welcome to the Zone Extra show tonight, Avon softball head coach, and may have the coolest name in softball in the state of Indiana. Talking about Harley Skinner. Coach, thank you so much for joining us here tonight on the Zone Extra. And first things first, welcome to the studio. And I see a smile on your face because you got to be thrilled where your ladies are playing right now, right?
Yes, for sure. They have exceeded expectations for sure.
Yeah. So when you talk about this year's team, we talked about you won, 5 of your past 6 games. What do you like about what you're seeing from the ladies right now?
They hit the ball. They work so hard. I've never had a group that, they leave practice and they go hit some more. Like, it just never ends. And they hold themselves accountable, and maybe they have a game where they don't hit so well and they get right back at it the next day. And I think I just really appreciate that about them. They care, and they just truly work so hard. Yeah, so 7.5 runs per game for the Orioles right now. I mean, that's got to make you feel really good. You just mentioned they hit the ball well. That's pretty obvious there. Yes, for sure. I feel like everyone's done their role. I tend to be a very small ball coach, so I like to bunt, I like to do all those things, but I don't really have to with this group right now. We get up and we're pretty confident in all of them to be able to get a hit at any given time. Yeah, when you look at the talent on your team, though,
Why are they been able to be so effective at the plate and coming up with these runs and getting the RBIs, etc.?
Yeah, I think they just attack it. Like I said, they're always talking to each other. They're saying, hey, this is what I saw, this is where my pitch was, and they're really working together, I think, to be successful at the plate. They're trying to make adjustments. High school is so interesting, you know, depending on the night, you see very different pitching, and so they're really working hard. And they just have a lot of fun. That's all I ask of them, just play hard, have fun, and I feel like they're doing that at the plate.
Yeah, we're looking at the video here, 16-6 on the season, ranked 7th, as we mentioned, in Class 4A. I mean, these ladies have been working extremely hard all season long. We mentioned at the top of the show how sectionals are going to be here before you know it. How important is it to keep them focused? Yes, they're playing well, won 5 of the last 6 games here, but how do you keep them focused and not to focus on what's right now opposed to getting ready for the postseason as well?
Yeah, I tell them all the time, this season is a grind. Like between baseball and softball, not very many sports have to do this where it's such a mental game. I mean, softball, you're doing pretty good if you fail 7 out of 10 times. And so we really try to keep them just moving on because it is, you know, got to have that short-term memory. So if, you know, don't get it done one night, we've got plenty of opportunities that week. So I think just really trying to keep them relaxed and just, again, like we really push them to just love the game and have fun. And I think that helps a lot. All
right, so your 3rd year at Avon. This is a cool story, everybody. Started coaching at Avon, sophomore year in college, right, at IUPUI, right? You were assistant coach, and now here you are the head coach when you're literally graduated, right?
Yes.
For the most part. So what do you enjoy most about being around these ladies?
Like I said, they just work hard. I feel like I keep going back to that, but that's just really been what has set us apart. And I think they do have a lot of fun and they really do love it. Like, I really think that this game is meant to be enjoyed. I mean, just like all sports, they're meant to be enjoyed and it should be an honor to get to play it. And I think they treat it that way.
So what got you into coaching?
So my dad is a longtime high school softball coach. Where I'm from Clay City, Indiana, and he coaches there. And I just, fell in love with the game, and that's kind of, you know, he's my role model and he's my hero. And I have a younger sister that plays, and, you know, I go home on the weekends and we watch softball. I just love the game and just really found a passion for it.
Well, I know he's so proud of you. It's amazing. Here you are, 3 years at Avon, but to get that job your senior year before you even really complete it, when you think about it, and have the opportunity with Avon, simply amazing. Okay, we're going to talk about your schedule coming up because we know we got outstanding softball here in Central Indiana. But you take a look at those next 5 games coming up for you. What will be the key for your team to, you know, be successful with a strong finish here as you get ready for the postseason?
Gotta hit the ball. We have our senior night tomorrow. We've got 3 awesome seniors that have worked so hard, and I can't wait to celebrate them tomorrow. And then Friday, we're actually gonna go to my hometown. We're gonna go play Clay City. We're gonna play my dad and my sister, and we're gonna have
awesome.
Yes, we're gonna have a breast cancer awareness night. So it'd be really cool just to go back home. We've never done something like this, and to get to have the game with them would be just awesome to enjoy it with them. So.
Well, that's wonderful. That's going to be a really cool moment to get a chance to be with your family just outside of Terre Haute, where she's from. Well, Coach, listen, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you for having me.
All the best to you all. And I know how important it is. You know, you got this nice little streak going, playing some really good softball. Keep it going in the latter part of the season, and good luck all the way in the postseason as well, okay?
Thank you.
All right, we're going to take a time out. Instead of coming here tonight in the Zone Extra, it's our Athlete of the Week. You know, last week he shot his best round on a big stage to win the Marion County Individual Golf Championship. Up next, meet Roncalli sophomore Jackson Calhoun. Plus, our on-campus feature shines the spotlight tonight on a former Warren Central Warrior selected in the NFL draft by your Indianapolis Colts. That's on the way.
This is the Zone Extra, presented by Franciscan Health Sports Medicine.
Welcome back to the Zone Extra. Anthony Calhoun here with you tonight. You know, last week our Athlete of the Week became Marion County's newest individual golf champion. At the Marion County Boys Golf Championship, Roncalli sophomore Jackson Calhoun shot a season best 74 to claim the individual crown and help his Royals team to a 2nd place overall finish. And Calhoun tells us he's only been playing golf, get this, since he was 14, but quickly fell in love with the sport, and through the support of his family and the Roncalli program, has been able to quickly blossom on the course. He says a big part of his success at County was because he was able to stay strong mentally in challenging conditions.
My coaching team gave me a really great game plan to start the day. Had a rough start, but battled back, and weather started to get a little nicer, so coaches and team supported me to help me get that win.
I think there's two things that make it extra proud for me. One is the way he started with a double bogey on the first hole, and he bounced back and he played well all day after that. And then the other thing is that he did it as a sophomore.
Well, I like to keep our team having fun, and I like to make it out of sectionals with our team this year. And I like to have everybody stay in the 70s this year for my team. We're just like a normal group of guys, and we're really close to each other. We just have a lot of fun.
It's a joy to be around. What's funny is you watch him as a coach, you watch him grow and change through the years. You know, his freshman year, Jackson was very shy, and now he's getting more and more comfortable with the kids and able to crack jokes with them and have a good time, and he's just total fun.
Golf's mostly a mental sport, so game plan is obviously everything, because we play so many different courses, and coaches supporting you and giving the game plan is always a really great thing to have on your side. I'd say my short game has a lot of potential to grow, help me get my birdies down, and help me become a better player.
You got to love it. Hopefully, who knows, maybe Jackson can help me with my golf game. Congratulations to him. Job well done. Okay, time for a break, folks. Still more to come your way tonight on the Zone Extra, including our play of the week. Plus, it's the latest installment of our Ask the Commissioner with that guy right there, Paul Neidig of the IHSAA. That's on the way.
This is the Zone Extra, presented by Franciscan Health Sports Medicine.
We're back here on the Zone Extra this week on our campus feature spotlights. A former standout at Warren Central and shined in college, and just last week was selected in the second round of the NFL draft by his hometown team, your Indianapolis Colts. Juju Brents was taken by the Colts with the 44th overall pick in the draft. Brents played 2 seasons at Iowa before transferring to Kansas State, and for his junior and senior years. Last year, he had 45 tackles and 4 interceptions for the Wildcats. And he says it was a dream come true being selected by his hometown NFL team.
It's crazy. You can't write no better story than this, man. Just first and foremost, man, just give my thanks to God. You know, I feel like this is just nothing but him. You know, just being able to have this opportunity to play in my hometown. You know, being a Colts fan my whole life, growing up watching, you know, the Peyton Manning, he's my favorite player growing up with Bob Sanders. You know, so now just to be able to put on that same horseshoe, man, it's nothing short of a blessing, man. It's crazy, but I know this is just started, this part, you know, just started the journey. I'm just ready to get to work, man.
How about that? Well, welcome home. Now it's time for the Ask the Commissioner segment. Each week we take one of your questions to IHSA Commissioner Paul Neidig and bring you his answer. Here we go. Here's the question this week. As we enter the month of May, what is your personal favorite Indianapolis 500 memory?
Well, there's so many because my father was a state trooper in Indiana, and he actually worked the Indianapolis 500 many years through the 60s and into the 70s. And I still remember my father talking about A.J. Foyt and what a remarkable person he was. And obviously, A.J. was a 4-time winner. And the first one that I really remember is the 1977 win and all the buzz around number 14 winning the 4th Indianapolis 500. And I think he came from behind at the end due to some bad luck on another competitor. But that is my first memory. And so then once I learned about A.J. Foyt, and that was my dad's favorite driver, that was my favorite driver for many years until obviously he moved on. And then we got to watch him as an owner in his cars, how well he did. So it was really that gruff, tough guy that A.J. Foyt was, that was my memory. And that's probably most vivid today.
How about that? Okay, here's this week's play of the week, everybody. Hoosier Reunion Classic. The Sheridan Sharp, the windmill slam. Nicely done from the Ben Davis Senior. Let's check it out. You see it there on the highlights. Congratulations to him on a great senior season. All right, folks, that's going to do it for the Zone Extra. Thank you guys so much for watching. We're going to see you back here next week. Same time, same place, same station.